What is going on, guys? Jesse here. So today we're going to be taking a look at truly one of the most unique boards that I've ever seen or used. And I know I say that a lot in this channel, but this time I really mean it. Not that I didn't mean it before, but before we get into that, let's hear a word from today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Make 2022 the year that you perfect a new hobby, land a new career, or launch your business. And for a limited time, you can get 50% off a full year subscription of Skillshare. This is going to be their best deal of the year. And the thing that I love about this is that it isn't like other Black Friday sales you're seeing. It's not about more consumption, more stuff, more clutter. It's about you, your passions, your curiosity, your creative spirit and growth. And it's about doing something for yourself all year long. I mean, if you guys are watching this channel, you guys have probably heard about Skillshare before and know a little bit of what they're about. But personally, I believe that investment in yourself is the best investment that you can make, and it's hard to understate the impact that this can have. And now you're getting it for half off. Personally, one course that really helped me out was MKBHD's class on YouTube Success, where he goes through step by step on how he scripts, shoots, and edits videos. And I learned a ton of tips and tricks that I use on this YouTube channel every single day. But of course, it's not just for people trying to become YouTubers. They've got thousands of courses on pretty much anything, so whatever your passions or interests are, they've got you covered. So invest in yourself this holiday season and take advantage of Skillshare's biggest deal of the year. For a limited time only, use my link in the description box below to get 50% off your Skillshare subscription. So the board we got today comes from Melgeek, which we've had on the channel a couple times before, and I really get excited every time they come out with something new because they seriously make some of the most unique, interesting, and high quality boards on the market, and they just keep on outdoing themselves with every release. And this time around, we're taking a look at the Pixel, which, as you guys have probably noticed, has all these little bumps around the board, which make it compatible with toy bricks, so you can customize it to your heart's content. And this is the first time I've ever seen this feature in a board, so I'm really excited for all the possibilities that can come from having this level of customizability. So in the box, you're going to get 50 pieces each of 6 different colors of these pixels that you can attach to the boards via those bumps, so you can create your own designs to your heart's desire. You also get some of these white pieces that you can further attach more pieces to, so you can get some 3D effects going as well. Now, if that isn't enough for you, they should be selling extra packs of those pieces on their website, and this also should be compatible with other bricks from other manufacturers that you may just have lying around. If you're like me though, this amount of options may be a little bit overwhelming for you, and you just might not know what to do with it yourself. And in that case, Melgeek has a website where you can draw inspiration from other people's designs, or if you're feeling extra creative, you can create your own designs on there. So that's really cool and all, but the other thing that really impressed me was just the lengths that they went to keep to the theme of this board. So first of all the accessories that came with the board are pixel themed, which I thought was pretty sick. I especially like the USB-C cable that came with it, but they even went through the trouble of making the wireless dongle pixel themed and gave it a secret hidden compartment on the deck of the board, which I just haven't seen that level of attention to detail in a long time from any board manufacturer. Also, these keycaps are a completely custom profile and designed to fit with the Pixel's theme, and even though they do look very cool, this might be one of my only complaints with the board, just because each key has an indentation in the middle of it, and it took a lot of getting used to when typing. I just kind of felt like as my fingers were moving from one key to the next, they were getting caught up on those indentations, and it felt a little weird. I do want to note though that these keycaps are kind of double layered, and the tops are removable, so if you don't like that indentation, you can take it off, but then you lose the legends. But the cool thing about that though is that if you don't need the legends, then the bottom halves of the keycaps are covered in those dots, so you can start sticking stuff on there for that extra level of customization, which is really awesome. Okay, so next is the switches, and you'll have a couple of different options when you spec yours out, but in mine I've got the Kale Pixel L's, and I don't know if they were custom made for this board, but color scheme wise, they fit so well that I wouldn't be surprised if they were. But the ones I've gotten here are linear switches, which is my preference, and apart from a slight bit of scratchiness, I actually was really satisfied with the way that they performed. They definitely would benefit from some lubing, but for an out-of-the-box board, I was really satisfied with them. And of course, they're also hot swappable too, so you can switch them out for whatever you want later. And I guess since we're on the topic, let's talk a little bit about the typing experience on this board. So it's got a gasket mounted design, which basically means that the PCB is mounted on a soft gasket, which will give you a more more elastic, bouncy, cushion typing experience, which I really appreciated and you can definitely notice. And also one thing I found pretty interesting was that to adjust the typing angle, this doesn't have like your typical flip out feet on the bottom. You actually use those bricks that they give you to add a little bit of height on one side. And then they also give you these rubber feet on the bottom so that it doesn't slide around. They're not the best and it doesn't completely stop it from moving around, but it is definitely better than nothing. But I guess you guys are probably dying to know how this sounds, so let's get into the sound test so you can hear for yourself. Okay, so that was a sound test. Let me know what you guys thought, but personally, I really like the way that this board performed. Like I said earlier, it's a little bit scratchy, but nothing out of the ordinary for an out-of-the-box board, and you can definitely feel that gasket-mounted design in action when I really appreciated the bouncier cushioned experience. The stabilizers were surprisingly smooth and well-tuned, and as far as sound goes, I mean, you guys heard it for yourself. I thought it sounded great. Also, almost forgot to mention this because I was so excited about everything else, but this can support pretty much every operating system out there: Mac, Windows, Linux, iOS, Android, you name it. And you can store up to 8 devices at a time and switch between them very easily. It's also got 2.4 gigahertz connection for more stability, and of course, USB-C if you prefer wired. So yeah, it does all of the keyboard things very well. And if you guys couldn't tell, I am a huge fan of this board. And after seeing it, you guys probably know if this is something that you'd be interested in. But if you were worried about quality or typing experience or anything like that, then don't be, because it's seriously awesome. But I guess if I had to say anything negative about this board so I don't sound like a fanboy, first would just be that I wish it was a little bit heavier. Like for its size, it just doesn't feel very heavy, which I know doesn't equate to quality, but I think some extra heft would be nice. The other thing is that for this layout size, which I believe would be like 75%, it's a very large board and takes up a lot of desk space. So if you're running short on that, then this might not be for you. But I'm seriously excited to see what people come up with to take advantage of this level of customizability. And I'm already seeing a lot of really cool designs on Melgeek's website. So if you want to pick one of these up, go ahead and click that link in the description box below. But that's it for me. Like if you liked it, sub if you loved it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.